It doesn't pain me to be different. You can't shame me for not thinking like them. I'm not saying it's not uncomfortable. I'm not saying that I'm never unhappy. But looking around me at all these people watching TV, can you really say that they're happy? Hardly, hardly. And I know that everybody needs their routines and their distractions from the in-betweens. I get it. I really get it. They're gonna accuse me of not getting it, but I get it. All because I say things that they purposely misunderstand so that they can point their finger. That's all they do with their hand. Well, that and scroll. That kind of goes without saying. You know, one of my favorite parts of the Psalms, it's from Psalm 90. Establish the work of our hands. Establish the work of our hands. I'm pretty sure that mine have been well established. You don't have to see it my way for me to continue this way. I think many people would turn the other way. I think many people would get discouraged at some point. Sorry for the bumps. Disappointed in me. Like I used to be. But then I looked at what was in my hands. Merchandise that I didn't pay for. Liquor that I didn't pay for. And I can readily admit that I used to be a piece of shit. And there's nothing cool about it. But I told myself a lot of horse shit at the time, so I could rationalize doing the wrong thing, knowing damn well that it was the wrong thing. confession every time I stand in that line. I'm professing my appreciation for the one that saved me. A lot of people get really excited about Jesus, especially like born again Christians, for obvious reasons. It takes time to get there, okay? And, you know, I'm Orthodox. I love the fuck out of my religion. I really, really, really hate religion. So, it's nothing short of ironic that I ended up in the most organized Christian church. But I didn't want to screw it up. You know, I was reading the Bible on a regular basis, and I was concerned that I was misinterpreting things, and unlike most Christians, I have a problem with misinterpreting things, you know? Like, I just see that all the time. And it's like their politics. Their politics are what is responsible for that misinterpretation, you know? So, I understand that, like, everybody has to have their own, like, personal, like, understanding of Jesus and the Holy Trinity and the Scripture in order for it to mean anything. But I also understand that, like, a lot of people get that wrong. And maybe they get it wrong because they're trying to prove a point, or maybe they get it wrong just because they're naive. I don't know. But we gotta be patient. You know, we gotta be really, really fucking patient. You know, luckily we have the patience of a software engineer, okay? But I think that that's such a problem with the internet, that it's really making people so impatient and so, like, bereft of any kind of understanding that it takes time to get to a certain point, you know? Because I've always been really good friends with Christians. I always knew that that was there, but I just wasn't ready for it, you know? So I do believe that God continued to save me until I discovered Jesus, you know? And so I'm not going to push that people get into something, because it's not going to mean anything to them if they get into it for the wrong reason, you know? And then they're just going to be as thwarted as most Christians these days.